Hello Matt, it's been a good week I'm sure for you, a good result on Monday and now a new contract for the future. How are you feeling after that?
Obviously delighted, yeah. Ahmed, it's thoroughly enjoyed. I was going to say every minute of being at this club. There's been some results I haven't enjoyed, but no, me and Jason are really pleased initially to get a job, to come to the end of our second season and for both of us to be committing our futures to the club. I'm hugely pleased with. I've said many a time the relationship that I've got with Bruce and Adrian and the rest of the board and where this club's going. I'm not looking to go anywhere, and myself and Jason are hugely pleased to commit our futures for the long term here and hopefully bring some success along the way. Just
to quickly reflect, obviously up to now, it's been a very, I would like to say, good run of period you've had here at Sutton. Started obviously after Paul Doswell left the club and started learning a lot about the team and improving it as we got through the season and a half that you were in charge up to this year. How would you compare your time you started here to up till now?
Yeah, obviously, unfortunately, with management these days, you don't get time. I'm lucky enough that I did have time at the start because we did get off to a great start. But I always knew with the great job that Paul Doswell did here and the 11 years of success he brought to this football club that they were going to be big and tough shoes to fill. And it was certainly going to be a transitional period of whoever took over from him. And I managed to slowly but surely shape things how I wanted for my team to play and how I wanted things done both on and off the pitch. Went through a bad run, but I didn't feel we were playing particularly bad through that, and certainly deserved more points from what we got. But then to turn it around and a big game that we always talk about, Torquay away being a pivotal game and a change of form and fortunes for us, and we haven't really looked back since then. So a good pre-season this year, a good start to the season. We've managed to continue it to put ourselves in the position where we are now with 11 games to go, and it's been a bit of a bumpy road, but one I've thoroughly enjoyed and look forward to the 11 remaining games and the future seasons coming up.
Well, let's talk about this season. Obviously, it's been a lot of hard work this year that's got Sutton up to this point, particularly on Monday again against a very challenging and well-drilled Solihull Moor side. Reflecting on that one more time for us, what have you learned from Monday that you can take into Torquay on Tuesday night?
Just me watching the game back and nothing probably I didn't think at the time. A gale force winds, very strong, very difficult, bobbly pitch. It looked good visually from the camera, the stripes on it, but actually getting on it was hard, it was bobbly. And when the wind always is the worst conditions to play in, and it wasn't a great spectacle, but yet again we were solid, we were hard to beat, we were organised. And we did look a threat going forward, and we had our moments in the game, but unfortunately we just couldn't take one of them. So it's another great point for us. It's 14 unbeaten. It's another point on the road out of the tough 4 games away games.
Clean sheet as well.
Exactly, clean sheet in the 4 away games that we had. So we had a little break this week. With the weekend off, supposed to be playing Dover, and we look forward to Tuesday night.
You've had a practice game again today against M3, seems to be your best friends nowadays. It's only a 1-0 victory for us, especially with Dundo scoring. 2-0? Yeah. So our cameraman missed the goal.
Yeah.
So a convincing victory in the end. What stood out for you in the match this afternoon?
It was just important with the squad players really, just to get minutes in and for this run in. The players who've just been on the fringes recently and haven't got as many minutes as they'd like to try and get 90 in, which they did. Everyone's come through injury free, so it's another really good exercise for us, and as I say, leads us into a weekend off, back in on Monday, ready for the game Tuesday.
Well, let's talk about Tuesday. It's a huge match. We just spoke about playing more and the happy memories you have there, obviously the turnaround to your fortunes in November 2019. Here we are now, it's Torquay again, and in a more important scenario, a much more pivotal situation. How have you been reflecting on not only the previous performance earlier this year, but how you can take the performances recently into a game against a side that are challenging for promotion?
Yeah, it's difficult because everyone on the outside and supporters and everything will be looking at it as a massive game. We're not particularly looking at it as a massive game, we're just looking at it as another game. We're in a good run of form, our confidence is high, we're in a really good place at the moment. And Torquay, alright, you look at their league position and where they are, but we're just concentrating, and we're pleased to be back at home because it feels like a while since Stockport. So we're pleased to be back at home. We'll just be doing what we do and trying to get another positive result that we have been.
And as always, challenging set of fixtures coming up, but as you say, one game at a time, Matt. Appreciate you coming on, and congratulations again on the new contract.
Brilliant, thanks very much.